It's been a while, but we're back with part 23, and to begin I'm going to be fighting against Yuan Shao at the farms at Wei. That's interesting. Premonitious, whatever the fuck the word is. It's been 2 weeks, so a lot's happened. I've got a new GPU, more frames, fuck yeah, and also the Mandate of Heaven DLC for 3k dropped, and with it, patch 1.4, which changes a lot. There's a lot of new stuff added, a lot of mechanics, a lot of rebalancing that I approve of. So this is a really good time to be a 3k player. Things are looking pretty good. And in this fight, I'm gonna get to show off some of the new stuff. In fact, this is against the garrison, so we're dealing with 2,640 with almost as many, except we've got a really well balanced nice army, and they've got shitty garrison units. Wow, Dun has his eye patch. That's the first time I've noticed that in game. I remember he got his eye patch. Did he get his eye patch? I think he did. I think he's one-eyed now. Yeah, I think I'm remembering right. Wait a minute. I need to check that. I think he got one-eyed. What does one-eyed do again? Reduces melee evasion. Yeah, we did, because his melee evasion would be 10% higher at 26, I think. Yeah, it's been so long. But I still remembered, and then I noticed the eye patch. Yeah, good. Alright, so this is the deployable section. We get stakes and oil, and also towers, but we don't have towers for this one. Towers are when you're defending. So there's 3 new battlefield deployables introduced with patch 1.4. Came along with Mandate of Heaven, and it applies to the whole game. And I'm getting a lot of frames right now on my new GPU. Feels super smooth. Yep, I'm glad I upgraded. Happy with that, very pleased. These stakes, I think, are more of an assurance than something that you expect to actually work against cavalry. I think it's more of a deterrent. Same with oil. I think this stuff its utility lies mostly in funneling the enemy, like with mines, passive defences, mines, chick hedgehogs, tank traps, all that crap. It's never meant to actually come face to face with the enemy. I think it's there mostly to deter. So that's how I think it should be used. It shouldn't be used in such a way that you count on it actually activating or triggering. It should be used in such a way that area denial, map denial is achieved. So that's what I think I'm going to usually be doing with these things. I've not used towers yet, so I don't know how they work. I expect it will just be like a copy-paste of the towers during siege defences, siege battles, where they fire outward in a radius. Have to see. I don't get many defensive battles, of course, because I'm a playstyle, so I won't get many chances to use those. But who knows. Alright. I was looking for a city, like some impassable object that I could put this against so I could play off of it. Because if I'm going to just drop it in the middle of the grass, then what the fuck? I want something I can use. But there isn't anything, and I can only deploy it inside my area, my deployable area. It doesn't have guerrilla deployment, of course. That would be a bit silly, I think. Yeah, put it there, and the oil beside it. That would be really good when you've got a really tight map, especially when you have a lot of them. Right now though, it's kinda useless, not worth doing. And my lovely trebuchets. There's a new siege unit introduced, the multiple bolt crossbow. Uploaded a video of that to my second channel to show off. So I made a big battery of them and tested them out. And they're interesting. I'll get chances to use those, I think. In the future I think I'd probably go 1 unit trebuchets, 1 unit multi-bolt crossbows. Ballistas, basically. For now though I'm stuck just fielding trebuchets. Alright, let's go over here with the cavalry. And I'm gonna turtle. Oh, we have caltrops as well. Not used those yet, not deployed them yet. Haven't been able to. Who knows how they work? Who knows? Alright, I've got some buildings here that I can use. I can rush forward and place my spears alongside them. Can maybe position to hold this gap there. Gonna try that, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Gonna hide down the trees. And let's go. Alright, these two can go there, and they can go here, and then that should give me some nice... Oh shit, oh shit. Fuck it, fire at will. Got enough ammo for this, don't need to be conservative. Whoops. Yeah, I like my frames. They're nice. And I'll turtle. Put one there. Put one here. Put one there. Put one... no, wait, wait. Wait. That's more like it. That works fucking perfectly for me. We already have units routing. Quite a lot of them. God damn. I'm ready to get some amazing victories with these new mechanics. And my eagerness to utilise them. Alongside my newfound amazing performance. Really happy about everything. Wow. It's just combined arms devastation right now. Perfectly set up. There's nothing they can fucking do. There's nothing. It's hopeless for them. Still got 12 volleys. I'm holding fire now. Let's see what they do. They don't have any cavalry. Kinda depleted. Alright, I'm bringing this unit forward. This one can meddle a little bit. And I've got archers, crossbows. They've rebalanced the shit out of ranged units. I'm really happy about that. It shows that they have a really good understanding compared to what was possible before of how the balancing should be. Crossbows have a range of 250 versus the archer militia range of 180, and standard archer units have a range of 200, and the damage has been rebalanced as well. So right now we're doing 28 plus 13 damage, and that's after they've been buffed. Oh shit. Alright, let's get in a position. Alright, trebuchets can start shooting at these targets that we make. Yeah, so crossbows, there's a tiering now for the ranged units. They've been balanced to have more defined, sensible roles. Oh no, 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 no. Fuck. Alright, let's stop them from shooting, because they were taking out marcher militia there. So crossbows have the longest range and the highest damage, and archer militia are at the bottom with the lowest range and the lowest damage. But, of course, archer militia are really cheap, versatile, and they have abilities like flaming arrows, and they can be buffed. And they have a good chunk of all the general purpose utility of a ranged unit and archer unit, so they're more intensive to micromanage and to utilise effectively. But they can be more cost effective still. And it's harder to get high kill tallies with them. Like, I'm using fire arrows for more damage, and they've still only got 35 kills there with a good position to do a lot of shooting, a lot of firing. So, yeah. Archer militia are not going to be able to perform in the role of dealing damage and killing. They're there to use fire arrows to take out towers, set trees on fire, debuff, all that shit, suppress. But in terms of actually pulling off high kill tallies, I mean, look, the crossbows behind have managed 3 times as many kills. This unit has managed 15 kills, whereas this one's managed 200. That just shows the difference there, the contrast. And why haven't we won yet? What the fuck? Fire well on now. How did we lose spears? What the fuck? Did we take losses in the melee there? I don't get that. 220. And that did it. They didn't even get to the melee because they got skirmished to death. So we're just going right through Yuan Shao right now. That was his farm to the north of the city on the river that we took. Crossbows and the trebuchets did everything there. And Cao Cao came in and charged down 2 archer units. Lost 100 to kill 2,600, yep. That's what I expect. And we are Marquis. 2,000 treasury. And we have to become the Emperor now. Wow, what the fuck. So we get 5,000. 24k. Tiger Fool. Oh, Shu. How do you say it? This is another legendary character, fuck yeah. How long did that take? 31 turns. He's 26. He's rank 1. He's got... Oh yeah, we put spears under this guy. He's got Giant Bane. Oh man, I need to strip him of that, unfortunately. He's got crappy armor though, 32 armor. What the fuck. Alright, need to get this guy in the field. He's got reduced penalty from desire for higher office, good, we can rank him up. And we do need to rank him up because he's only rank 1, so he's way behind. I thought we would have been given him at a higher rank, like Ye Jin. I think he started at rank 3. So yeah, he's underpowered right now, that sucks. So I need to become Duke. So I'm Marquis in the year 196, and I need to become Duke. That'll take another 55 prestige, getting close. And that'll give us satisfaction and trade agreements. What did we just get there? We got a trade agreement, an admin, assignment slot, another army. I want that satisfaction, and I want that trade agreement and admin. So I need to keep ranking up, taking territory, which is good because that's what I was about to do. I was set up really well to do a lot of conquering, taking territories there. So I need to continue up towards this race paddy. And yeah, I'm gonna force march because I've fully replenished, so... Just keep going. Oh, that's something else that's been done. Another really good rebalancing. Axes are good against shields now. They have an ability that I haven't looked into much yet. I asked about it somewhere, and I was told that it gives an effect that reduces shield effectiveness. So axes now are being given a role. I was always complaining that axes are shit and that melee units in general are shit, like melee infantry. But it seems like they are picking up on the problems there, and they're making the roles of units more defined. So they can be utilised. There's a way to utilise units now, more than there was before. And that's especially true with low tier stuff like axes. Axe band, for example, and archer militia, and even just saber militia. So caltrops, like these guys can do it as well. They can throw down caltrops that I have not used this yet, but hopefully it'll be useful, and that'll bring the low tier units into the game a bit more. Oh, something else. There are... Let's find... Oh, I can't recruit. Give me a recruitment preview somewhere. Alright, down here. With this guy. So we get Imperial Household Cavalry, Imperial Lancer Cavalry, Imperial Palace Cavalry, Imperial Palace Crossbowmen, Imperial Gate Guards, Imperial Sword Guard. So there's some really, really high tier units now. It used to just be the cataphracts that I would be thinking about going for. So there was heavy cataphracts with... Where are they? Where the fuck are you? Heavy cataphracts with 323 charge bonus. But now there's Imperial Lancer Cavalry, which are cheaper and have mighty knockback and less armour, but they have really good melee evasion. And they have even less speed. They've got even less speed than heavy cataphracts. What the fuck is this? Oh, Imperial Solidarity. So they even have a Romance era, something reminiscent of the Romance version of the game with passive radii effects. So plus 10 melee evasion, plus 10 melee damage, friendly units in range. If friendly units are in range with this ability. Wow, so they all buff each other together. Fucking hell. So if you have... I think it means that you don't want to have these units isolated. Have two or more together and they'll mutually buff each other. But the thing I'm thinking about the most here is this charge bonus. 477 fucking charge bonus. 477 times 1.5 is 714, I think. 700 fucking charge bonus. 700 charge bonus. I don't even know what the fuck that'll look like. That is immense. And you can get it up even higher with ancillary sets. So you could maybe even hit charge bonuses of, well, 477. I think that's with the buff from this guy, is it? Plus 25 charge bonus, alright. Plus 25 charge bonus retinue, yeah. But we can give him sets. And his charge bonus is what, 343? So even he's got a really good charge bonus, Chu A.K.A. But yeah, if we can get units that are wedged with mighty knockback and charge bonuses of 700 plus, that is retarded, fucking hell. It's gonna be difficult to not just melt units even when they're braced, I think. That mighty knockback together with 700 charge bonus, holy fuck. And ancillary sets as well. That's the thing, like, see these Imperial units? Emperor factions get them. So, if 3 factions declare themselves Emperor and they have these Imperial units, they'll just steamroll the fuck out of everything, and then the end game will be those Imperial units all cancelling each other out. It will actually start to resemble Shogun 2. That's pretty funny. Alright, this guy's pissed. He's at -3 satisfaction right now, so I need to do something about this. But there isn't really much. I could give him this to give him some satisfaction temporarily, and that'll bring him up to -1, and then the request aid might... Nah, that desires court position is really fucking us up. I may have to make him an administrator or something. Oh, so something else I actually learned something really important in the meantime. The system in this game of traits, the trait system for characters, there actually is some sense to it. So, if your character has low satisfaction, he's going to be more prone to picking up butthurt traits. So, all those traits that are negative sounding, like these ones are good. Even reckless sounds alright. Let's find someone with shit traits like this guy. Cruel. Alright, cruel is a butthurt trait. That's the thing, even the bad traits, the apparently bad traits, seem to have positives to them, so they're kind of ambivalent. I'm trying to find some bad traits. I think superstitious. I read that superstitious is given if you lose a lot of battles. So it's really hard to get superstitious to actually earn it. But these traits like energetic, it's just all positives. 3 positive effects there. That's a good trait that's given when you have high satisfaction. So if I was to get this guy's satisfaction up to 70, he would be eligible to get these good traits, and if he had low satisfaction, which I think he does, it might be below 10, or is it below 30? There's a threshold, then that sets him up to be given bad traits. I don't actually have any bad traits really. Wait, greedy? Greedy is a bad trait, one that's in the group of bad traits. But yeah, my characters are all really clean. Brilliant. I really want to know if it's possible to acquire Brilliant. I didn't figure that out from the guide. And Dune has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, is he one-eyed? Apparently he's not one-eyed then. I thought he was one-eyed. Shit. I might be misremembering from something else I saw. He's got 6 traits though, like, fuck. I wonder how many it's actually possible to get. Because it could be possible to get up to 200 and cap out by just picking up a full set or a big set. Yeah, so all these traits, they're not given out randomly, which I thought could have been the case. They're actually given out sensibly. And now that we have a lot of characters, and the weighting of our assets in terms of money versus characters is lopsided really heavily towards characters, it's probably at the point where it's not worth it anymore to request aid to get money, because we're getting a surplus of 4k a turn, we've got 24k, and because we're playing so conservatively, like being really efficient with the number of units we have and our upkeep and all that, I think we can now start to pull back on requesting aid and extracting money. It's probably going to do us more harm long term if we request aid versus just having high satisfaction to get a lot of good traits for all our characters, of which we have a fuck ton. We should try and get the synergy for high satisfaction between all the characters. That's what we should push towards. And I want the tempo back for that. That's costing us traits, now that I think about it, having no tempo. I need to give this guy something. Yep, he's an admin, he won't be on the field. And I think I need to promote this guy now. That requires higher court position. He's not a unique character, so I don't want him to be on the court really. And that sorts that out. 25 extra salary, and he's shutting his fucking face. Still not succeeded at infiltrating with Jujun. It's a shame. I think Sunsa just doesn't want him. I think it's been a few turns now that I've been trying that to no effect. And down here, got to get in position to take the copper mine. Army there, army down here. I think we're winning. So we'll get that on next turn. Oh, and diplomacy has been affected as well. So it's now possible to, where is it, form empires. So this is a mechanic that's been universalized from Mandate Heaven, and it seems to be like having vassals, except it's about redistribution. It's not about subjugation so much as it is cooperation. So instead of just being granted, let's see where it is. Yep, if we vassalize, then we get 20% from some of their revenue streams, but if we form an empire and bring them in, then they pay tax and we distribute it out towards all of our clients as part of the empire, or imperial subjects. So it's about redistribution and cooperation. Like it's no longer, you're no longer like underfoot if you form an empire and they become a subject. That's cool. So that might be useful, I don't know. It might be more tenable long term to have imperial subjects than vassals. I don't know. I'll be thinking about that. Oh yeah, and this as well. cooperation here, like there is something called actual cooperation, which I think has some of the mechanics from the Empire system. So if we request, so this is like having an Imperial subject, but we don't distribute out the tax that they pay us back to them. So it's just like being vassalized. They're not going to go for it. I think it's pretty much just as difficult to get them to agree to be a co-op partner or an Imperial. No, yeah. It might be easier to get them to be an Imperial subject, but it's definitely just as hard as it was to vassalize to get them to agree to cooperate. It's like there's 3 different things now, fucking hell. Imperial subject, vassal, co-op partner, like holy shit, it's confusing. A lot of shit to keep track of, and I'm kind of impressed actually that they managed to implement all these systems. Like this is kind of advanced compared to the diplomacy clusterfuck from old Total War games where it was just a fucking mess and nothing worked like it was supposed to. No ancillaries. I think that was the start of a turn just there. So maybe yeah, I think the ancillary pool would show up with new stuff if they had any, but they don't. I'm kind of surprised that they don't have more stuff, like Force Iron Scale that they just can't equip, I think. And yeah, these fuckers here, I need to deal with them. And I need to upgrade to small regional cities to make the most of my commanderies. Because the highest tier of farms, of industry, all that stuff has to be needs to be an Imperial regional city to actually get. And that's up here, small regional city. 16 food distribution to do that. And then so we would go for this here, I think. No. Yeah, this. No. Trade influence is good. Yeah, it's this that we want. And to do that, you must upgrade to a small regional city, yeah. Sino-Roman embassy. What the fuck? An embassy to the Roman Empire to make a spice trading port. Wow. Yeah, so whenever I've not got anything to build, I should start going towards Imperial, small regional cities. So I might as well just do that. Wait, no. Yeah, actually I'm doing it, because I've got enough money now so I can afford it. And I'm definitely going to be keeping this commandery, so definitely do this. Likewise, I'm definitely keeping Yangtze, but in the meantime I can be upgrading all this other stuff. Food production. Keeping Piangcheng as well, of course, because that temple. I like my temple. And I'm making farms there. Why am I making farms? Oh yeah, it's fertile. That's why. But that's it, I think, for construction. And for diplomacy, nothing else. Wait. Is there anything gone wrong? I need to get this guy to fucking come into the fold. He's hiding over there on the peninsula doing nothing. Come on, get involved. Get fucking involved. You're Kong wrong. Yeah, there's nothing, man. Wait, this guy? What's going on here? Because I made him a vassal at the end of part 22, I think. And there's an army coming up towards Hine that he could be getting involved with. Come on, get stuck in. What the fuck are you doing there? Just, come on, move out. I've given him a target at Wang Quang. Can I do anything with Wang Quang? I'm at war with him. He would take peace. He wouldn't take being vassalized. Yeah, so we've got to just destroy that guy. Oh well. And that's it, I think. Since it's moving east, stay the fuck back, bitch. Wang Quang went west, he retraced. What the fuck? This guy's a spy? Oh man. He's got a stone archer and a first iron scale. So if I kill him, do we get that? He's 25. Man. Release his counter spy or employ. Why can't I do either of those? What the fuck? Alright, well he's got my stuff. I want it back, so I'm releasing him and I'm gonna get it back. Bringing Wang Quang into the war against Gongsun. An item of importance is missing. He stole it. What the fuck? What did he take then? What the fuck? Coalition between Dong Zhuo and Liu Biao. Wow. And yeah, our spy didn't work. What the fuck? Is this because of the DLC introducing this stuff? So, Yuan Shao is an aspiring emperor. How the fuck though? He's only got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, is that? That's not even 4 commanderies, that's 4. Wow. That gives him reduced recruitment costs, not very good. Public order, decent. Diplomatic relations with vassals and tributaries, which he doesn't have, because it's Liu Biao that has those. We want that, we want to aspire to be an emperor and get that bonus. And reduce diplomatic relations with the Han. Who cares? How do we do that? How the fuck can Yuan Shao do that and we can't? And is it just me, or are we getting a hell of a lot in tribute? 2,100 in tribute? What the fuck? I don't get that. Is that because we acknowledge legitimacy? Did we just give them... From our regular income, they're receiving legitimacy 0%? What the fuck? Right, well we are now marquis, so can we trade with anyone? How can we not trade with anyone? We can't make vassals. We can get non-aggression with Zhangjiang. Yeah, the offer to cooperate is apparently the same as being a vassal, according to this. So cooperate is... Wait, support your governorship? So I'm a governor and I can get support for my governorship. Alright. Think. Oh, they changed the interface as well, which is really nice. I hated having to drag this fucking bar. I think now it's possible to do this with the scroll wheel. I hated doing this shit. So this is really good. I'm pretty sure they changed it so this is possible and that this was not possible before. I think I tried doing this and I couldn't. Alright, I need to recruit. I need to make an army and take that temple, I think. So... Oh, support from soldiery. Nice. 4,100, what the fuck? Reduce retinue upkeep. And I need to build a temple. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I've got this and then I'll invoke council again. Because I'm about to get that one. Gonna go for... Oh look, see, they can make caltrops as well. They can toss caltrops. 79 upkeep. So they're good for blocking cavalry and getting infantry pinned, but they cannot take any arrows whatsoever. 7 armor. Terrible. But these guys will be able to shield wall eventually, so let's do this. Let's try and make these balanced armies. And Xu Huang, with his reduced retinue upkeep, fucking deploying him. That's going to cost only 2,200. So suddenly the deployment cost seems kinda pathetic. Like, we don't even have to worry about that shit. So that's Xu Huang on the field. And he's got archers with 30 volleys, which is not that bad. I could have went to Chen before I recruited these. Good against shields. And front line. Able to withstand a beating. Adept to charging into front line units. Yeah, so they hold the line. These archers though, like, they don't have fire arrows, but I could get them. And then Xu Huang will be a bit of a hybrid. So I'll be light on archers, but maybe we can make it work. I need cavalry now, but I don't have any legendary. This is... Maybe I can skimp out on cavalry. So I'm gonna just go with this for now. So I do have all 3 of infantry, ranged cavalry, it's just... The cavalry is kinda... Oh, 95 men. That's decent. But I don't want Xu Chu to have that giant bane. Fucking Tormund, giant bane, giant bane. Alright, fuck melee evasion. Well, he has low armor though, so he should maybe try to get some fucking melee evasion. It just doesn't seem appropriate for him to have this axe. And yeah, I should definitely be trying to fill up. So I'll go with heavy spear infantry as well. So we'll have 2 peasant bands, 2 spear guards, and 2 heavy spear guards. And then later on we can maybe get heavy G infantry, Imperial gate guards, protectors of heaven, that kind of shit. Eventually. Maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna go up here and take this temple immediately. With these, that should be enough. Yeah, we can handle that shit. So I'll be coming up through Yuan Shao with Xu Chu and Xu Huang. I think I should make... Who should lead? Reach. And flexibility, yeah. So I want that. I want that. I want that. I want that. And then I want this. That might make his armor situation a bit more bearable. High resolve as well. So it's going to be... I don't care about this. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so that's viable. And for Xu Huang, he was going towards administrator stuff, but if I go... Oh shit, I need this definitely, so I want this. So I'm gonna be going up here. So I want these 5. Fuck this. Fuck this. And fuck that. It's these 5. And fuck this as well, actually. I don't care about the fire arrows or the night bows. He's a sentinel, he's not a strategist. It's not what he's for. Yep, I like that idea. So now I've got 4 armies, suddenly. And the copper mine. Alright, this is to make Jianye more economically viable. I'm gonna do this next time. Yeah, I know what this is gonna be like. Yep, this is gonna be a really finicky fight. that I haven't really showcased yet in this playthrough. So, looking forward to that. To be continued. Thanks to all my patrons for appreciating the videos enough to support the channel. Special thanks to Matteo, Olivetti, Nerdington and TheRody451. Take a look at my Patreon page if you'd maybe like to chip in, it'll be much appreciated and I'll do my best to reward you with perks.